Uh, Madam, you can start.
A very good morning to one and all. I am Ms. Akhila Rupesh, Assistant Professor from Department of Aeronautical Engineering, Mangalore Institute of Technology and Engineering. Well, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, learning gives creativity, creativity leads to thinking, thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. It's on occasions like this we get opportunities to test our knowledge and understanding. We look forward to get an exposure about what the best of the brains think about this very dynamic issue of electric vehicles. I would like to invite each and everyone present here to the 5-day faculty development program on electric vehicle. First of all, I would like to invite Mr. Adarsh Krishnamurthy, coordinator for this program, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Madam. So I welcome all the participants, all the speakers, and the respected chief guest, and Dr. Manu Oraji, who is a representative from AACT. Uh, the purpose of this faculty development program is to inform the faculties about the latest technologies that is being developed and which is in the research area, that information to pass it on to the students. And also, uh, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in this regard, we contacted the industry experts and also the academia to be part of this 5 days faculty development program. And I'm very happy to have been onboarded with one of the greatest experts in the EV industry, both from academia and from the industry. So I welcome all of you. With this short speech, I will pass on to Ms. Akila Madam.
Thank you, sir. Now we have the inaugural ceremony by lighting the lamp. The guest of honors for today's event is Dr. D. Bhavani Shankar, ex-Chief Manager, HAL. He is an independent consultant in aerospace mechanical systems, having 37 plus years of experience in research, design, and development of aircraft systems. We are happy to have you here, sir. I would like to invite Dr. G. Bhavani Shankar to the event, and I request you, sir, to give the chief guest address.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Very good morning to Manu Varaji, Dr. Ishwar Prasad, Principal, Dr. Purushottam, Professor and Head of Department of Aeronautical Engineering, others, the coordinator of this FDP, Hilaji, all the resource persons who are various aspects on these electric vehicles in the next 5 days of the FDP, to all the faculty members, researchers, and PG students who are participating in this FDP. It's my privilege to be part of such a wonderful initiative by MIT and be able to address you all. Very recently, me and some of my seniors from HAL ARDC had written an article on electric aircraft in Aeromac. The opening sentence of that article goes something like this: while necessity is the mother of invention, survival speeds up the innovation. As survival becomes vital to man, he is compelled to create new things or modify existing things to safeguard his interest. We brought out other aspects concerned with systems, aerodynamics, propulsion, etc. in this article. Ground-based EVs are, of course, realizable due to a variety of reasons. First and foremost, the total weight of the vehicle, which is crucial for airborne platforms. And the range and speed are much higher in the aircraft. And hence, there is a need to carry more energy there. A real safety standard. All such aspects we covered in that. The point I would like to bring out from that article is that becoming environmental friendly only will ensure our survival. So most of the research in technologies are in this direction nowadays. Almost a growth of 15 times is expected in 10 years in these electric vehicles. And in India, this is the hottest investment opportunity now. While attempting any work, we should first realize the importance of that work. That way, it would help us to bring out the best in us. There is nothing like liking some work or not liking some work. Those feelings come up only when you want to avoid the work. Work is work, and it is up to us to make it interesting. And I had coined this sentence when I was working in Airbus, and the managers there loved it. Coming to the topic of this FDP, two main reasons to go in for electric vehicles: pollution and technology, and the associated regulations for both. I see that various topics related to electric vehicles are being covered in this FDP, starting from introduction and up to case studies with some hands-on sessions. There is, of course, we have to consider the total effect from the development of electricity till its use in EVs to get the correct picture of the need to go for such these developments. Electric propulsion can achieve zero emission locally. Of course, these systems are more efficient. The key question that has to be checked is if this technology is greener or is just an alternative technology. In countries where mainly renewable energy is used for generation of electricity, the EVs are advantageous in terms of emission. But if these are recharged with electricity produced from core plant, it has higher overall emission than petrol-powered vehicles. For example, some data 3 years back, it was that electric car emission was around 370 in India, compared to 200 in UK and USA. And Sweden, it is less than 100 grams CO2 per kilometer. That is the unit there that they have used. And that is the, nowadays you might have seen there is a push for so many renewable energy parks all over India, and we are trying to generate more electricity through renewable powers. So with all those developments, I am sure this now, the energy density of current battery technology is adequate to build a usable electric car, and slowly it is catching up with electric aircraft. Apart from battery technology, couple of points, increase in efficiencies of other systems like propulsion system or e-motor, they increase the time and the range for these vehicles. And naturally, this applies to all types of modes of transportation. I am speaking from my experience on the electric aircraft side. I'm sure some of the speakers in FDP will cover aspects like these. And as these technologies improve, I'm sure the mobility would completely be based on electric vehicles. There are many seminars and workshops going on all over the world on this topic where knowledge is being shared. And this is a golden opportunity for all the participants to soak all the information about these technologies and afterwards make your own contribution through research and development. Majority of the participants in this FDP are teachers. So I want to highlight a few things for them. Teaching is the noblest profession of all, no doubt about it. And I request all faculty members attending this FDP to fully utilize this FDP to further knowledge, get inspired, to be able to guide the students in a better way. Inspiration can come from any direction. At the end of the day, it's not the money or the fame or not the status that would be counted against your name, but how many lives you have touched in your journey and it was useful to them. Take the example of Adarsh and me. When he was doing his project in NAL, I was working in TCS, and my guru from HAL wanted me to help him with his project work. I might have spent at most 1 week of time with him to guide him in his project and reviewing his work. But then it has become a lifelong association, and today he is honoring me by asking me to be the chief guest for this program. I always believe that the knowledge is one such thing that grows when shared. As teachers, you have plenty of scope to impart knowledge to many students and change their lives for betterment. Recently, I have written an article recollecting my PhD journey in which I fondly recollected my teachers all the way from 5th class. Be proud of your profession and do the best not only to your ability, but also beyond your ability. Students will be, of course, remembering you throughout their life. Even all other persons that would have met you during your life would take inspiration from you. I wish this program a huge success. All my best wishes to all of you. I feel privileged to inaugurate this faculty development program. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for the informative message. Now, I would like to invite Dr. G. Purushottam, Head of Aeronautical Department, MIT, to give an opening remark. Sir, please.
Good morning, madam. Sir, good morning to all the chief guests, Bhavani Shankar sir, Dr. Manu Vora sir, and all the speakers, participants, my colleagues. So today, it is a very good, that is a faculty development program that is on electric vehicles. So just I'm going to brief about this, what is the highlight of this importance of these electric vehicles for our country. So in fact, the global electric vehicle market size is produced to grow from 4,093,000 units 2021 to 34,750,000 units by 2030. So that is the massive increase in the electric vehicles. So India has already shown keen interest to be a major part of this automotive paradigm. So adding to this, India has already put forward the desire to become biggest hub for electric vehicles in the future. Industry leaders consider electric cars be a promising option. So in fact, the manufacturing of e-vehicles and their associated components is expected to increase share of manufacturing GDP at 25% by 2022. On the economic front, large scale adoption of e-vehicles is projected to help 60 billion oil imports by 2030. Currently, 82% of this India is oil demand is fulfilled by imports. Price of electricity fuel could fall low, so almost around 1 rupee to 1.1 per kilometer, helping in electric vehicles. Owners say up to 20,000 rupees for every 5,000 kilometer traveled. So in fact, this national e-mobility program aims to provide an impetus to the entire e-mobility ecosystem that includes electric vehicles manufacturers, charging infrastructure development companies, fleet operators, service providers, etc. The government also said that it looking at charging infrastructure and policy framework to have 30% of vehicles in India as electric vehicles. So in this connection, I request all the participants, researchers to utilize this 5 days faculty development program by the expert speakers and utilize this facility. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I invite Dr. G.L. Ishwar Prasad, Principal, MIT, for the presidential address. Sir, please.
Respected chief guests, deans, faculty, staff, more importantly, the participants. Good morning to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Faculty development program is a great opportunity for the faculty, and these days all the latest developments in technology has been given the high weightage, and in particular AICTE is supporting the conduction of such good programs for the benefit of faculty with the primary aim that they must get updated with the latest developments in the technology, and also more than that, there should be a transfer of technology to the younger generation, that is for the students. The primary idea is that, and such an opportunity should be well utilized. In the day old, in our 80s and 90s, we used to travel for long distances for attending FDPs, and number of FDPs conducted were also very low, were conducted by only by premier institutions because of the short of resource persons. And now it is a great expansion that every nook and corner of the country, we are having excellent resource persons. And the point is the transfer of technology should happen. And number of FDPs are conducted all around the country, for which we should be really thankful to the AICTE, which is encouraging the transfer of technology to the highest order. And they have also given us, this is the 5th one in series conducted by our institute in the coastal, we are in the coastal Karnataka, and our facilities are the best among the engineering colleges in coastal Karnataka. And we thank AICTE for having given the opportunity. We know the development in technology is continuous process, and because of such good development in technology only, we are now, even though pandemic has struck entire world, we are in a position to make the best use of the technology and convert it for what are the possible ways of learning without wasting our time. This way, it's our great opportunity to learn to the best order, and learning has no end. Because the development is also continuous, change is also continuous, and definitely we need to participate. Moving on to the current topic on electric vehicles. It is the one of the promising topic because it has solution for many problems. Primarily, environment is subjected to a very drastic effect by the influence of the usage of petroleum products. And if that can be controlled, that it will be a natural protection of the environment. And also, definitely with the good innovations, it is possible that it will be more economical than our usage of petro products for running our vehicles. And such developments, if we participate, we are seeing how India is showing its participation and how it got recognized, particularly in recent days in various technologies implementation, and particularly in controlling the pandemic. In the same way, we are luckiest to have extremely good human resources. Very high quantity is there. The quality has to be implemented. Quality is also there with limited people that should be spread among every individual so that we get recognition to the highest order. And you all know that I need not explain this. Our citizens are living in every country in the world. There may not be any country where Indians are not there. But definitely I say that every citizen is not there in every country, but Indians are there in majority of the countries. If I don't say all the countries, at least 75 to 80% of the countries. We are courageous enough and our people will go with good knowledge and they get recognized. And in the same way, respected friends, please understand the value of time, the value of learning, and this is a future technology. It is going to implement to the highest order because of a lot of benefits it has. So participate with a high involvement, because whatever it has been spent from the government or from ourselves as our precious time should be utilized in a very calculated, effective manner. That is most important. And definitely there are good resource persons being identified. The sessions will be good. Keep in touch with our organizers and make the best utility for learning. I wish you all an excellent learning in the process. Take care, be safe. God bless you. Do well. Good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now we are coming to the end of inaugural section. For delivering the vote of thanks, I would like to invite Mr. Sujesh Kumar, Assistant Professor from Aeronautical Engineering Department of MIT. Sir, please.
Hello, good morning to all. I, Sujesh Kumar from the Department of Aeronautical Engineering, might take the privilege to give the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank our resource person of the day, Dr. G. Bhavani Shankar, Aerospace Mechanical Systems, Bangalore, for her invitation. I would like to thank Dr. Manu Ora, the AICTE observer, for his presence for this occasion. I would like to express profound gratitude to our management and principal, Dr. GL Ishwar Prasad, for their support in conducting the activity. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. C.R. Rajshekhar, for his presence. I also extend my regards to our beloved HOD, Dr. G. Purushottam, for his continuous cooperation and encouragement. I would like to thank our FTP coordinator, Mr. Adarsh Krishnamurthy, and thanks to AICTE for sponsoring this 5-day FTP on electric vehicles. And I would like to thank all our faculty and staff for their support. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants and wishing you all a happy learning. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.